I must be the only person on the planet who has never played PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, until now obviously. When I saw it, it struck me as one of those games on PC where if you haven't dedicated your entire life to it like a smeggy mouth breather, then you would get destroyed. But now we have a new version on a console where it will be lots of people's first experience with the game, so like the brave pathfinder I am, I decided to jump in and see what all the fuss was about. So I joined my first game and was put into a pre-game lobby filled with autistic spackers running, jumping and hitting everyone in sight. Why are you punching me? It doesn't do anything, you tit. Why is this lobby even here, was my first thought. Just start the game on the plane, that would be quicker, more convenient and wouldn't show off the game's shite frame rate and graphics. Then when I got into the plane I was concerned at first because it didn't look like a plane, it looked like a dildo that had been rammed up someone's pooey bum. But then the textures actually bothered to load in and I stopped panicking. I jumped out of the plane in what looked like a stylistic slideshow effect, but turns out that was just the frame rate. This continued along my freefall down to the ground and for a few seconds after landing. Thankfully the frame rate holds up a lot better once on the ground, though it drops in more crowded places like cities, and weirdly when in vehicles. It has a significant impact on shootouts at points where it just feels like a dice roll on who wins, especially when you combine that with shit hit detection and lag out the arse. There's also hideous muddy visuals that have a significant impact on long range engagements. So many times I would see what I think was an enemy only to shoot it loads, get closer and realise it was a menacing looking hedge. Also, long grass doesn't render at longer distances, so if my enemy is trying to hide in the foliage I can see them clear as day lying down on what looks like a picture of some sick, but it's been zoomed in 1,000 times. When we have games like Battlefield 1, 64 player online battles that look amazing as well as running amazing with destructible environments, there is no excuse to have a game look this shit and run this shit. Don't say, ooh, they don't have the same budget. PlayerUnknown is more popular than Beyonce on PC, so I'm sure they have enough in the bank. Ooh, but it's on Xbox Game Preview. Fair enough, I'm sure it will be patched to a decent level, though considering how shitly optimised it is on PC, I don't hold much hope. Especially on less powerful hardware like the standard Xbox One, which is what I played it on. It's a shame really, because when it all works, it's bloody good fun. The gunplay feels like it takes some skill, leading your shots on moving targets is required, as is zeroing sights on the weapons. The weight of the guns feels good too, though as stated before it was hard to tell if I hit an enemy or not thanks to the shit hit detection, and they don't react much when you do. And it can be really fucking annoying trekking across the map, getting good gear, then getting shot in the back from some fat mess who's spent all game hiding behind bins. That's another pisser about the game, it's really luck based at points. Loot is random, so I could land, loot a house and immediately find great stuff, or just some trousers that someone has already shat in. Then when I end up in the wrong place at the wrong time and someone shoots me in the face, it makes me go, why the fuck are they pushing this as an esport? Watching some tit walk across a field for 20 minutes only to get shot from nowhere is not what I would call exciting pulse pounding television. So why then, despite all this bile I am bringing up, do I still really like PUBG? Well, it may be that it's something drastically different in multiplayer shooters. It is much more of a patient man's game, which is my preferred playstyle. Sure, you can run in guns blazing by dropping in at more high action areas like the school, but it's viable to also drop in at a more quiet area. I also like how the map shrinks as the game goes on. It keeps the pace up as well as being a constant danger that kept me on my toes. It was always funny seeing the zone shrink and seeing some helpless tosser on the other side slowly dying. When it all works, some really great moments and stories can be created. Driving through the red bombing zone naked, motoring a proper tryhard and hearing him scream down his headset like a child, stealthily avoiding a patrolling car, ambushing someone to hear them cry as well. It needs a lot of love and support. The core idea is there and shines through really well at points, but it's a lot of wading through shite to get to that point. Fortnite runs better, looks better and is free, though I have to say I prefer PUBG's gameplay style over Fortnite's, but at the moment it is definitely the better game. Save your money and try that first, and keep an eye on PUBG because it could be something really good in the future. Usually I try to end with a joke, but I can't think of anything funner, so here's a fart noise instead.